Alright, so it looks like we're live. There we go, Frank.
Yeah, we are.
Perfect. Alright, so that looks good. That looks peachy. That's what we want. So the reason why we're kind of trying to figure out if we're live or not is because this is a brand new thing for us, and we've been trying all day to figure this out. And I think we got it now. Hopefully we do. So this is Brain 10, episode 127. My name is Christian.
And my name is Franklin.
And today we're going to talk about, what are we going to talk about, Franklin?
We are going to talk about tips to ranking your local business on Google.
Yeah, so some local SEO tips and things that every and any business can do, at least to get you started on getting yourself on Google. So let's just get here started. So number one thing, this is according to Google, is to really go and grab your Google My Business page.
Right.
So once you do that, you're able to add your information, add the address, phone number, your website, and all those things that are very important in order for you to, tell Google that you exist.
Right. It's kind of like, it's the digital version of actually adding yourself to the yellow pages, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
Making sure that Google can actually register you as a business and letting people know that, hey, this is legit. It's not something that I just opened up in the alleyway downtown Allen. Hey, we're right here at this address, at this phone number, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
Man, and that goes into the next thing that we want to talk about, is making sure that whenever you are doing that, make sure that all of your information there is exactly accurate, meaning that it's the exact information on your website, and make sure that that information is the exact same thing on Google. Like you said earlier today, if you spell out avenue in your address, make sure that whenever you type the address in on Google, make sure that you type out avenue
instead of abbreviating it to AV or AVE.
Right.
So yeah, that's very important. But as part of keeping your information accurate, also is the fact that if you have if it's holidays, it's Christmas hours, usually businesses change their hours during that time of year, or something's going on in your business that you're going remodeling or under construction or something,
right,
then you want to make sure you tell Google that those hours are changing, because they want to give their users who are searching for these places the most accurate information.
Right.
I guess Google doesn't like, anyone wouldn't like to get information that's not accurate. It's not right.
Right.
So it's very important that if something happens with your business, if you close down early one day, that make sure that you send that information to Google, so they know exactly what times you're open and what times you're closed.
Right.
So that's the main thing about keeping your information accurate is that even if you move locations, number one thing you should do is go to Google.
Go to Google and type in that new address and make sure that it corresponds with it on your website exactly the same.
Yeah, and some of what you're mentioning is the NAP, which is name, address, phone number, and that's what you want to make sure that's the same on your website, on Facebook, on Yelp, on Google, because that helps the internet basically say, hey, this is one thing, one business, one entity.
Right.
If you start to get some discrepancies here and there, if you have Aaron's phone number on Google, but then you have Christian's phone number on the website, and then you have Franklin's phone number on Yelp, then it's not very good for your ranking.
Right.
So we're kind of jumping a little bit, but number 3 would be to add photos.
Right.
So with the Google My Business page, you're able to add photos to your business basically, and you want to do logos. You want to do outside of your business. You want to do inside of your business. If you own a restaurant, you want to do pictures of the menu. If you offer services like acupuncture and all that, take pictures of maybe some of the services that you're doing. The more pictures, the better. It's basically what Google is saying.
Right.
If you don't have any pictures, usually what Google shows you is the street view, and that's something that they don't really want to do. So it's very important that you have some pictures in there. And to my understanding, what we talked about earlier was the local guides. So people around the area can actually post pictures to your location.
Right.
So you can have that open where other people are actually, adding pictures to that location, which is very beneficial for you and your business.
Right. And keep talking about the photos, man. Like that street view isn't always exactly the best view of
your business,
at all.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, they've done some extremely great things with Street View. I've actually even seen it to the point to where now Street View actually goes inside certain businesses, which is cool. But at the same time, if you had someone go out to the street and actually use a camera and or a camera phone and actually take a photo of your storefront, that's, I guess you can say, appealing enough to where it actually shows the storefront, shows exactly where it is, shows surrounding businesses around it, so that when someone does Google it, even on Google and in Maps too, because those photos transfer over to Maps.
Yeah.
If you use Google Maps, to where people will know exactly what your business looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever, I know my girlfriend Megan, she doesn't like to do this, but whenever I'm looking at my maps, I'm looking at the satellite view, I'm looking at street view. I want to know exactly where I'm going before I get there. You know?
Exactly. It just makes it easier for you to find. It's kind of like before we even had GPS, we had a map, and the map wasn't like looking forward. It was like looking overhead. Like, okay, I know that's Tyson Street right there, and that's Zion Street over there. I know where I'm going. You know?
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on here. The next big thing, and this is huge, is reviews.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And we're not talking about just regular reviews. We're talking about genuine local people leaving reviews on your page.
Right.
Very important. Probably one of the most important things in order for you to get ranked higher is to get some good positive reviews from genuine local people. And again, going back to the local guides, a lot of people are signing up for this, and you see a lot of people on Google being a guide. And the reason why people sign up for the local guide, and I don't think I told you this, but Google offers incentives.
Seriously?
Yeah, and you move up levels depending on how many reviews you leave. If you have any corrections about a business, if you leave corrections, then Google will kind of incentivize you and give you like storage on the drive, extra storage on the drive for free. They'll give you access to early products that they're working on. So they'll give you some incentives in order for you to be a local guide and help these businesses basically rank higher by leaving them reviews.
So it's kind of like what they used to call that, the shopper?
Like a mystery shopper?
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me.
But yeah, leaving these local genuine reviews will basically help you rank higher in your local listings on Google. So if people are searching for you, and usually one of the first things that pop up is the ads, the next thing that pops up is the actual map. And within that map, the reviews is what makes those listings, those business listings, rank higher, is because of those reviews that people leave right there. Obviously, other things take into consideration, like your location, where you're searching from, and things like that. But having those good, genuine reviews will help you a lot with your local rankings. Franklin had to leave for a second, but he'll be back here to finish up the show. I think the very last thing we have here is focused on your link building, and we tell a bunch of people to do this, and not a lot of people are working on this. But if you work with Joe Blow from down the street and you want to showcase him on your website somehow, do it and link back to his website or link back to his social media profiles. Something that we do right now is to show tip for tip, and with tip for tip, we basically, it's sort of an interview show where they ask for a tip in the social media marketing industry, and they give us a tip in whatever business they're in. So if they're a gym from down the street, Franklin's back. Woo! So if they're a gym from down the street, they might give us a tip on working out or something like that, and in exchange for our tip, they give us a tip back. But it's a great way to, one, make connections around your community, two, to rank higher on your listings, because you're connecting yourself with a web of local people around your area, which is very, very important. And you don't have to do videos. We do videos because I think they're easier than sitting down and typing up a blog. So you don't have to do videos. You can do blog posts if you want. You can do a podcast if you want. And you don't necessarily have to do an interview style.
If you like to do videos, like you said, you don't have to do like the interview style videos. You can do.
I mean, I can't think of anything right now, but you can literally do anything. I mean, okay, let's take this for example. If you're a local gym, right, and maybe you partner with another gym in the area,
right,
and you guys both do, something where you're helping each other build up,
right, like a push-up challenge or something like that, where where a member of X gym goes against member of Y gym. And you do like a push-up competition, and whoever wins, like, gets bragging rights of the area. But at the same time, you both get exposure. People know the names of your gyms.
Yeah.
Now, the person that wins the push-up competition, they might get a few more clients, but that just creates a competition, and it also gives you incentive to actually like push people. What else could be done?
Let's not give him any more ideas.
Okay.
That was a good idea, though. I like that idea. So what we're trying to tell you here is that it doesn't have to be interview style type videos or blogs or anything like that. You can definitely include people on your blogs or videos or podcasts, and not necessarily have to be a interview style type of videos or post or whatever. But yeah, basically, we talked about 5-6 things to rank your local business higher on Google. And a lot of these things are actually straight from Google, and they're telling you, hey, make sure that you do these things at least, to get you ranked there whenever people search for businesses on Google, which is very important.
There are a ton of things that you can do, but these are definitely some of this, just a few of the things that are going to get you, at least get you going and get you started, get you off to a good running start.
Yep. Okay, so my name is Christian again.
And my name is Franklin. Sorry I had to run away from the camera for a second. Had something I had to deal with really, really quick. I'm back.
This is Brain 10. Yeah, Brain 10 episode 127. Again, sorry for the format, the way we're doing this, but we're still trying to figure this out and see the best way that we can disseminate this information and give it to you guys in a more compelling way instead of the way we were doing it before. Hopefully this gets us a little bit more views. That's what we're hoping for, fingers crossed. We're also missing a member of our team, Aaron. He's on a honeymoon. He'll be back here in a week. And hopefully what we want to do is have the third person behind the scenes controlling, Megan's calling me, speaking of the devil. Let me put her on silence. She's not gonna like that, but she's gonna watch this episode. But yeah, the third person is gonna be behind the scenes, and we'll rotate, and we'll have more control over what we show you on camera. So we'll be able to basically showcase some websites and some tech apps, services, anything that we want to showcase. Basically, we'll be able to do, and it'll be a little bit more interactive.
Right.
Which is what we're going to do.
Then also, we're planning on taking the audio from this and actually creating some additional content for you guys that are always on the go. And then that way you can actually go to our website or go to the actual podcast notes. Check out the websites and things that we are going to link, which will create localized linking.
There you go.
And actually get a chance to actually enjoy the show on the go as well. So there's a lot of stuff that we're trying to experiment with to try to give you guys more value, but we appreciate your patience and thank you so much for tuning in.
And make sure to subscribe if you're still watching. Subscribe. All right, so I'm going to stop the stream because, again, there's no third person, so we're going to navigate through here.
Thank you for watching.